everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run again with Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Bruce. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And now here comes Kansas City. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. That good for 19 and a first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on first down. Bruce. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The slot man in motion right. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Now let's go. Good.
Back to throw. Bruce. Intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw on second down, Bruce. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Play fake here on first down. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Looking to throw on second down. Bruce. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Foreman. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Foreman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Prescott looks to throw on first, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's got room. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now Hunt. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Off play action. Bruce. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And an alley to run. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again with Foreman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Foreman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Foreman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A carry for Foreman. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. Here's Prescott. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Final play of the half. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. A dump off for Abdullah. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 19. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the run, this is Hunt. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Looking to throw. Bruce buying time to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw. Bruce And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Bruce. Flush to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Hunt. Finding room to the 20, and he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Bruce. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms. And now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Prescott now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. On 1st down, Bruce. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To throw on 2nd down, Bruce. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Bruce going for the deep ball. A swing pass caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw. Being chased outlet, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 10 yards still left on second down. He's back to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down carry here for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Hunter Henry brings it in, and he gets this one.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Smith on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adolphus Washington with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now a first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll go again to McCoy. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first.
Let's go!
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Here we go!
Taylor going to run the option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On second down, Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go!
Play action, now Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Let's go!
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Benny Logan in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Taylor now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, before Kansas City takes their next snaps on offense, what's happened to this crew? They've lost 4 of their last 5, and it seems like the electricity is not there anymore.
Well, team scouts you really well, for one thing. And Kansas City
trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And
looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, that's Hunt, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Mahomes throwing on 4th. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, that gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Taylor now off the bootleg, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Off the bootleg, Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, Smith. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Taylor, a final shot before break. Going deep for Benjamin. Power. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Taylor caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Taylor now to throw on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Taylor going to run the option right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down. So second and 10 here. Here's Taylor operating from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Taylor will throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, selfishly, I'm happy for that incompletion because I wanted to discuss Philadelphia's situation this last week. Jake Elliott, kicker, unfortunately got hurt. They went for 2. They went for it on fourth down. And who was doing the kickoffs for them?
Camus Grugier-Hill, who's a backup outside linebacker. The guy that can flat out run and plays well on special teams. But who knew he had a big leg, a big foot on him as well. So normally you would think that the punter would take over the duties. But the motion of the leg swing is different. I don't think the Eagles wanted to mess with Donnie Jones's leg swing as a punter.
On second down, here's Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 10th carry now for McCoy. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with McCoy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Okay, on that incompletion, we can make a pivot here because I wanted to give a hat tip to the Cleveland Browns. They lost last week again. That's not the news. The news is that they didn't commit a penalty. They're the only team in the NFL not to do that this year.
So you're going total silver lining here.
I'm looking for something.
I like that.
Looking for something.
You have a big heart. A lot of empathy there. It's hard to believe, though. When you lay that out, coaches talk all the time, right? No penalties, guys. Show discipline, and we'll be a good football team. They have no penalties and still can't get over the hump and get a win.
Yeah, they were in that game against the Jags, just fell a little bit short. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Smith looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. He's to the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now it's Taylor. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now they'll run on the draw, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And it's a huge return as he brings this Back down to the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 46 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. The swing pass caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And here come the Bills. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go. What? No. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Taylor now off the bootleg. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Taylor will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
On third down, Taylor. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Smith on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing is Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Williams in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, past the 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Smith. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time or maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to J.U. Chesson, and it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. The gun, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Smith. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now Smith throwing again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Nice footwork by McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 78 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now it's Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go with McCoy, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, Well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, Taylor. And Matthews has it right side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's complete to the tight end, Clay. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Taylor now to throw on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Smith now on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And Wilson has it. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the... And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Smith looking downfield for Kelsey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On third down, here's McCoy. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll toss it to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, it's Hunt. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again with Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw is Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The offense stays put. They've failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Taylor, flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Derek Johnson. Room here to run. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 77 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's Smith looking to throw on second down. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. You know Taylor has that in his arsenal. Ran for 580 yards last year, #1 amongst quarterbacks.
Yeah, he doesn't just run around. He runs with a purpose. That's why he's able to gain good yardage when he takes off.
Those 580 yards, by the way, broke the franchise record for quarterback rushing yards set by Tyrod Taylor the year earlier. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And he fires Fires one, but incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, Smith. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So they're operating in the red zone. Now it's Smith. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Out of the gun, Smith. And he fires one incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills getting set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second down following the run. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
In the red zone this time.
Ready? Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go!
4th down, here's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And out come the Chiefs now. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 16. Smith to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Taylor to throw. It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. We go pass, 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 pass.
You